To speak English fluently, start by mastering the basics. Focus on learning simple grammar rules, common phrases, and essential vocabulary. Begin with sentences that describe daily activities like, I wake up at 7 a.m. or I like reading books. Practicing these simple sentences helps you feel more confident and creates a strong starting point for your English journey. Listening to native speakers is another key to building a solid foundation. Watch English videos, listen to podcasts, or follow audiobooks. Pay attention to how words are pronounced and how speakers emphasize certain syllables. Try to mimic what you hear, as it improves your pronunciation and makes your speech sound more natural. Reading also plays an essential role in improving your skills. Choose materials that interest you, such as novels, articles, or even children's books. Reading exposes you to new words, sentence structures, and cultural expressions. Highlight unfamiliar words and practice using them in your conversations. This habit deepens your understanding. Speaking regularly is vital for gaining fluency. Talk to yourself in English when alone, or practice with a friend who also wants to learn. Even short daily conversations can help. Try asking and answering simple questions, such as, what do you like to eat? Or, how was your day? This practice builds confidence over time. Lastly, remember that mistakes are normal. Do not fear making errors, as they are part of learning. When you make a mistake, take it as an opportunity to improve. The more you practice and correct yourself, the better your English will become. Every small step forward matters. Part 2. Expand your vocabulary. To speak English confidently, you need to expand your vocabulary. Start by learning words and phrases related to your daily life. For example, focus on vocabulary for work, hobbies, or food. Write down new words you encounter and review them regularly. This practice ensures the words stay fresh in your memory. Contextual learning is essential for vocabulary retention. Instead of memorizing isolated words, learn them in context. For example, if you learn the word beautiful, practice sentences like, the sunset is beautiful today. Using words and sentences helps you understand their meaning and usage better. Flashcards are a great tool for vocabulary building. Write the word on one side and its definition or a sentence on the other. Test yourself daily and try to use the words in conversations. Digital flashcard apps can also help you practice on the go, making learning efficient. Learning idioms and expressions adds a natural touch to your English. Phrases like break the ice or hit the road make your speech more colorful and engaging. Try to learn a few idioms each week and practice using them. Native speakers often use such phrases, so understanding them improves your communication. Finally, reading extensively helps you discover new words. Read newspapers, blogs, or stories in English. When you find a word you don't know, write it down, look up its meaning, and try to use it in conversation. This habit continuously grows your vocabulary and makes you a smarter speaker. Part 3. Improve pronunciation. Good pronunciation is essential for speaking English fluently. Start by identifying the sounds in English that are different from your native language. Use online resources or apps to listen to native speakers and try to imitate their speech. Practice difficult sounds, such as the th in think or the until you feel comfortable. Breaking down words into syllables and saying them slowly can also help you pronounce them more accurately. Stress and intonation are key components of pronunciation. English has a rhythm, and stressing the right syllables and words makes your speech clearer. For example, in record, the stress changes depending on whether it is a noun or a verb. Similarly, intonation, how your voice rises and falls, can change the meaning of a sentence. Practice this by listening carefully to native speakers and repeating after them. Recording yourself speaking is a powerful tool for improvement. When you record and listen to yourself, you can identify areas where your pronunciation needs work. Compare your recordings with audio from native speakers and focus on matching their pronunciation, rhythm, and tone. This process may feel strange at first, but will lead to noticeable progress. Tongue twisters are a fun and effective way to improve pronunciation. Phrases like Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers or she sells seashells by the seashore challenge you to articulate sounds clearly. Start slowly, and as you gain confidence, increase your speed. Practicing tongue twisters regularly strengthens your ability to pronounce tricky combinations of sounds. Finally, practice speaking slowly and clearly. Many learners rush their speech, leading to unclear pronunciation and mistakes. Focus on enunciating each word properly and pausing between sentences when needed. Over time, as your confidence grows, your speech will naturally become smoother and more fluent. Part 4. Practice smartly. Smart practice is more effective than random practice. Surround yourself with English daily by engaging in conversations, watching movies, or listening to music. Real-life exposure helps you internalize the language. Join language exchange groups online or attend events where you can meet native speakers. This type of interaction forces you to think in English and improves your fluency quickly. Set specific goals for your practice sessions to stay focused. For example, dedicate one day to improving pronunciation and another to expanding vocabulary. Clear objectives prevent you from feeling overwhelmed and ensure consistent progress. Keeping a language journal to track your achievements and challenges can also motivate you to stay on course. Leverage technology to practice smarter. Language learning apps like Duolingo, Tandem, or HelloTalk connect you with fellow learners or native speakers. Video calls or chats provide real-time feedback and allow you to experiment with new phrases. You can also use voice recognition tools to check your pronunciation and refine your speaking skills. Immerse yourself in English entertainment to make learning enjoyable. Watch movies or TV shows in English without subtitles to train your ears. Pause and repeat phrases you don't understand to build familiarity. Listening to English songs and singing along is another fun way to practice pronunciation, rhythm, and vocabulary. Consistency is the foundation of smart practice. Dedicate at least 15 minutes daily to speaking, listening, or reading in English. Even short but focused sessions can yield significant results. Over time, these consistent efforts will improve your skills and help you communicate with confidence. Part 5. Boost your confidence. Confidence is the key to speaking English smartly. Start by acknowledging your progress, no matter how small. Celebrate every new word you learn or every successful conversation you have. Positive reinforcement keeps you motivated and builds your self-esteem. Remember, learning a language is a journey, not a race. Overcome the fear of making mistakes by focusing on the message rather than perfection. Native speakers are usually supportive of learners and appreciate your effort. Accept that errors are part of the process and an opportunity to grow. The more you speak, the more natural and confident you will feel. Practice in a comfortable and low-pressure environment. Talk to yourself in English while doing daily tasks, such as cooking or cleaning. If possible, practice with a trusted friend or language partner who encourages you. Gradually, as you get used to speaking, you'll feel more comfortable in more challenging situations. Visualization is a powerful tool to boost your confidence. Before a conversation or presentation, imagine yourself speaking fluently and confidently. Visualize the interaction going smoothly and focus on the positive outcome. This mental preparation reduces anxiety and helps you stay composed. Lastly, stay persistent and patient with yourself. Building fluency and confidence takes time and effort. Set realistic expectations and focus on consistent improvement rather than immediate perfection. With determination and regular practice, you will become a confident and fluent English speaker. Part 6. Think in English. One of the biggest steps to improving fluency is learning to think in English. When you think in your native language and translate, it slows down your speech and can lead to mistakes. To break this habit, start small. Label objects around you in English, like table, chair, or door, and think of their names whenever you see them. Gradually, move on to forming simple sentences in your head, such as I'm going to the store or what should I eat for dinner? Practice narrating your daily activities in English as they happen. For example, while brushing your teeth, think I am brushing my teeth now. After this, I will prepare breakfast. This habit not only helps you practice sentence structure, but also reduces your dependency on translation. Over time, thinking in English becomes natural and automatic. Using an English-to-English dictionary instead of translating helps reinforce this habit. When you encounter a new word, look up its definition in English rather than in your native language. Understanding the word in its own context helps you think more in English and enhances your overall comprehension. Another effective way to think in English is to keep a journal. Write down your thoughts, plans, or reflections in English every day. Start with a few sentences and gradually expand to full paragraphs. This practice improves your ability to express ideas and helps you internalize the language. Lastly, Surround yourself with English as much as possible. Change the language settings on your phone, computer, or social media accounts to English. The more you expose your brain to the language, the easier it becomes to think in it naturally. This immersion creates an environment where English feels less foreign and more familiar. Part 7. Master listening skills. Improving your listening skills is crucial for fluent communication. Start by listening to content suited to your level, such as beginner podcasts or videos. Focus on understanding the main ideas rather than every word. Over time, challenge yourself with more complex materials, like news broadcasts or documentaries. Regular listening improves your comprehension and familiarizes you with different accents. Active listening is more effective than passive listening. When watching a movie or show, pause and repeat phrases you don't understand. Try to mimic the speaker's tone, pronunciation, and rhythm. This practice sharpens your listening skills and helps you sound more natural when speaking. Engage in conversations with native speakers whenever possible. Pay attention to how they construct sentences, their word choices, and their expressions. Don't hesitate to ask for clarification if you don't understand something. Real-time interaction is one of the best ways to improve your listening and speaking abilities simultaneously. Music is another enjoyable way to enhance listening skills. Listen to songs in English and try to understand the lyrics. Singing along improves your pronunciation and rhythm while making learning fun. Apps that provide lyrics and karaoke-style playback are especially helpful for practicing this method. Finally, practice shadowing to refine your listening skills. Shadowing involves listening to a recording and repeating what you hear immediately, mimicking the speaker as closely as possible. This technique trains your ears to pick up on nuances and improves your speaking speed and accuracy. Part 8. Learn to handle difficult conversations. As you improve, you'll encounter more complex conversations, such as debates or professional discussions. To prepare, expand your vocabulary in specific areas, such as work-related terms or academic language. Practice explaining your opinions on common topics like technology, education, or the environment. This practice builds confidence for real-life situations. When facing difficult conversations, focus on expressing your ideas clearly rather than perfectly. Use simple sentences if needed. For example, if you don't know how to say, "I strongly agree," you can say, "I think it is very good." The goal is to communicate effectively, even with limited vocabulary. If you don't understand something during a conversation, don't panic. Politely ask the speaker to repeat or explain in simpler words. Phrases like, "Could you say that again, please?" or "What does that mean?" show your willingness to learn and improve. Most people will appreciate your effort and help you out. Prepare for potential challenges by practicing responses to common situations. For instance, if someone asks, "What do you do for a living?" practice explaining your job or studies. Similarly, rehearse answers for questions about your hobbies, family, or goals. This preparation reduces anxiety and helps you respond more smoothly. Lastly, review difficult conversations afterward. Think about what went well and what you could improve. Write down any words or phrases you struggled with and practice them later. This reflection helps you learn from your experiences and approach future conversations with greater confidence. Part 9. Enhance your writing skills. Writing is a powerful way to reinforce your English skills. Start by writing short paragraphs about familiar topics, such as your daily routine or weekend plans. Focus on clarity and accuracy rather than complexity. Over time, challenge yourself with longer texts like essays or emails. Writing regularly helps you organize your thoughts and improve your grammar. Use online tools to check your writing and learn from your mistakes. Apps like Grammarly can highlight errors in spelling, grammar, and punctuation, offering suggestions for improvement. Pay attention to these corrections and apply them in future writing to develop better habits. Writing for an audience motivates you to improve. Share your thoughts on social media in English or join forums where you can interact with others. Feedback from readers provides valuable insights into your strengths and areas for growth. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. They are part of the learning process. Reading and writing go hand in hand. When you read books or articles in English, you expose yourself to various writing styles and sentence structures. Try to imitate these styles in your own writing. For example, if you read a well-written introduction, analyze its structure and use it as a template for your own. Finally, keep a journal to track your progress. Write about what you learned each day, new words you discovered, or goals you achieved. Over time, your journal will become a record of your journey and a reminder of how far you've come. This habit also helps you stay motivated and consistent. Part 10. Never stop learning. Becoming fluent in English is a lifelong process, not a one-time achievement. Even advanced speakers continue to learn new words, idioms, and expressions. Make learning English a part of your daily life by setting long-term goals and celebrating small milestones. This mindset keeps you motivated and eager to improve. Challenge yourself by exploring advanced materials. Read academic articles, watch TED Talks, or participate in debates. These activities push you out of your comfort zone and expose you to complex ideas and vocabulary. The more you challenge yourself, the more confident and skilled you'll become. Stay curious about the language. When you encounter a new word or phrase, take the time to understand its meaning and usage. Look for patterns in grammar or pronunciation and explore cultural aspects of the language. This curiosity makes learning more enjoyable and meaningful. Join a community of English learners or speakers. Language exchange groups, online forums, or local meetups provide opportunities to practice and share experiences. Being part of a supportive community keeps you engaged and offers valuable advice from others on the same journey. Finally, remember that consistency is the key to mastery. Dedicate time each day to practicing English, whether through reading, speaking, listening, or writing. Small, regular efforts accumulate over time, leading to significant progress. With determination and persistence, you can continue improving your English skills and achieve fluency. Part 11. Build your confidence. Confidence is essential when speaking English. Many learners hesitate because they fear making mistakes or being judged. However, mistakes are a natural part of learning, and they help you grow. To build confidence, start by practicing in safe environments. Speak with friends, family, or fellow learners who understand your journey and won't criticize you. Visualization is a powerful tool for boosting confidence. Before a conversation, imagine yourself speaking fluently and expressing your thoughts clearly. Picture the other person reacting positively. This mental preparation reduces anxiety and helps you approach the situation with a positive mindset. Celebrate small victories to reinforce your confidence. Did you successfully order food in English? Did someone understand your directions? These moments, no matter how small, are evidence of your progress. Keep a list of your achievements to remind yourself how far you've come. Another way to build confidence is by improving your pronunciation. Practice difficult sounds repeatedly until they feel natural. Use tongue twisters, mimic native speakers, and record yourself to evaluate your progress. Clear pronunciation makes you feel more capable and helps others understand you better. Finally, adopt a growth mindset. Understand that fluency doesn't happen overnight and that everyone learns at their own pace. Instead of focusing on what you can't do yet, celebrate what you've already mastered. Confidence grows with time, patience, and consistent practice. Part 12. Understand the culture behind the language. Language is deeply connected to culture, and understanding cultural context can improve your communication skills. For example, in English-speaking cultures, small talk is common. People often chat about the weather, sports, or weekend plans before discussing serious topics. Learning to engage in small talk makes your interactions more natural. Idioms and expressions often reflect cultural values. Phrases like break the ice or hit the nail on the head have meanings that go beyond their literal words. To use them effectively, understand the situations where they are appropriate. Watching TV shows or movies can help you see how native speakers use idioms in everyday life. Nonverbal communication is another important aspect of culture. In English-speaking countries, maintaining eye contact shows confidence, while a firm handshake conveys professionalism. Pay attention to these subtleties to enhance your interactions. Understanding humor is also part of cultural learning. Jokes and puns often rely on wordplay or cultural references. While humor can be challenging to grasp, it's worth studying because it deepens your connection with others. Watching stand-up comedy or humorous shows can be a fun way to practice. Lastly, learn about holidays, traditions, and social norms in English-speaking countries. Knowing about Thanksgiving, Christmas, or public holidays gives you conversation topics and shows your interest in the culture. This understanding makes your communication richer and more meaningful. Part 13. Develop advanced vocabulary. Expanding your vocabulary is key to expressing yourself clearly and effectively. Start by learning synonyms for common words. For example, instead of always saying good, you can use excellent, fantastic, or amazing. This variety makes your speech more dynamic and engaging. To build advanced vocabulary, focus on specific fields of interest. If you're a student, learn academic terms. If you're in business, focus on corporate jargon. Tailoring your vocabulary to your needs ensures that the words you learn are practical and relevant. Use flashcards or apps to memorize new words, but don't stop there. Practice using these words in sentences or conversations. Contextual usage helps you remember them better and understand their nuances. For instance, learning how challenge differs from problem improves your precision. Reading extensively exposes you to advanced vocabulary. Choose materials slightly above your level, such as novels, articles, or research papers. Highlight unfamiliar words and look them up. Then try to use them in your writing or speaking. This habit gradually enriches your word bank. Finally, revisit and review what you've learned regularly. Vocabulary can fade if not practiced, so make time to revise older words while learning new ones. Use spaced repetition systems, SRS, to reinforce your memory effectively. Mastery comes from consistency and persistence. Part 14. Practice with real-life scenarios. Real-life scenarios provide the best opportunities to practice English. Imagine you're at a restaurant, and the waiter asks, "What would you like to order?" Practicing your response in advance prepares you for such situations. Role-playing these scenarios builds your confidence and fluency. Traveling to English-speaking countries is an immersive way to practice. While there, you'll encounter situations that require you to use English, such as asking for directions, shopping, or attending events. Even if you can't travel, you can simulate these experiences by visiting places where English is commonly spoken, like tourist areas or international cafes. Join conversation clubs or online communities to practice with others. These groups often simulate real-life scenarios, such as interviews, debates, or casual chats. The more you expose yourself to different contexts, the more versatile your communication skills become. Listening to podcasts or watching videos about daily situations helps you prepare for common conversations. For example, a podcast about how to handle job interviews can teach you key phrases and expressions. Take notes and practice these phrases until they feel natural. Lastly, use technology to create scenarios. Apps with virtual role-playing features let you practice speaking in various situations, from booking a hotel to negotiating a deal. These tools provide instant feedback and help you refine your responses. Part 15. Stay motivated on your journey. Learning English is a long journey, and staying motivated is crucial for success. Set clear, achievable goals, such as learning 10 new words a week or holding a 5-minute conversation. Breaking your journey into smaller milestones makes it feel less overwhelming. Surround yourself with inspiration. Follow English learners or teachers on social media who share tips and success stories. Hearing about others' progress motivates you to keep going. Similarly, watching videos or reading books about language learning can reignite your enthusiasm. Reward yourself for your efforts. After completing a challenging lesson or reaching a milestone, treat yourself to something you enjoy. Positive reinforcement keeps you excited about learning and gives you something to look forward to. Avoid comparing yourself to others. Everyone learns at their own pace, and your journey is unique. Focus on your progress rather than someone else's achievements. Celebrate the fact that you're improving, no matter how small the steps may seem. Finally, remind yourself why you started. Whether it's for career advancement, travel, or personal growth, keeping your goal in mind fuels your determination. Write down your reasons and review them whenever you feel discouraged. Staying motivated ensures you keep moving forward, one step at a time.